Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nada Subhiyah Yustika. Here I would like to presentation about the journal. The title is Implementation Mall in Curriculum Merdeka. Well, we know that this is not new news anymore. The impact of the pandemic in the past few years has made many changes to the learning system in Indonesia, like distant learning with a system in the new work or online. Not a few schools that implement this system so that many students feel ineffective and bored when learning takes place online. Just imagine, students listen to the teacher talk a lot explaining a material that must be understood by students, while students were uncomfortable with the learning system. In accordance with the result of survey data from Java community groups and Java student respondent of 92 and 29%, the result of these activities almost all students want creative and innovative learning so that students are able to study comfortably. Online learning started in March 2020. Meanwhile, students independently must actively participate in information updates regarding which platforms their courses will carry out online learning, giving assignment or quizzes, and also providing material. And recently, the government has made a decision regarding curriculum changes in which the previous K13 curriculum was changed to curriculum Merdeka and must begin to be implemented by all schools in 2024. In accordance with the name of the independent curriculum, students are required to be independent in their learning process. The teacher only monitors the process of students' development so that students are more active and communicative. However, this process cannot run smoothly without the help of technology. Therefore, it is necessary to implement the independent curriculum mobile assisted language learning, or we can say it MAL. So, what is the implementation of the independent curriculum mobile assist language learning, or we can say more like? With the development of technology in this era, MOL is very much needed in the learning process of the Curriculum Merdeka. MOL is part of computer assisted language learning, or we can say CAL, for the mobile learning, M-learning, and language learning. Falatmati 2011 states that mobile assisted language learning, or we can say MAL, describe an approach that assists and enhances language learning through the use of mobile devices. Mobile learning has several benefits seen from two angles, namely the point of students and educators. When viewed from the point of view of students, mobile learning allows for the development of high learning flexibility. Learners can also access learning materials at any time and can be repeated. There are three functions of mobile learning in learning activities in the classroom: instruction, namely as a supplement; additional, which is optional; complementary, or substitute, or we can say substitution. So with the application, it makes easier for students to learn to access learning material widely. The research implementation in line with Indonesian efforts to welcome the industrial era 4.0. This research is classified as classroom action research with two cycles. In the early stage, or the entry behavioral test, students who score with good, very good, and perfect standard were still 0%, And after doing cycle 1 and cycle 2 activities with the mobile assisted language learning, students' scores began to increase in grade. That is, there are 30 students who managed to get an adequate scores, 25 students who managed to get good score, while students who got very good scores, there were 30 students, and students who got a perfect score, there were 15 students. It can be concluded that the implementation of learning English using the mall in every cycle, that the test score of student has increased almost 30%. And the conclusion is, when we using mobile assisted for learning language, it make increasing of learning in curriculum Merdeka. I think that's all. I'm sorry if I've made a lot of mistakes. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.